Chapter 3: Shadows of the Past. Nicholas Blackthorn arrived at Grimvale's old cemetery in the pre-dawn hour, when fog still lay upon the graves and the first rays of sun barely pierced through the bare branches. The headstones stood crooked, overgrown with moss, names erased by time and rain. He sought the grave of Winter, the last one who, according to Baker, knew the truth about the Roman altar. The stone was found in a far corner, nearly sunk into the earth, a simple slab with carved symbols, not a cross, but a strange pattern of lines and dots, resembling a star map or labyrinth. Nicholas knelt, ran his fingers over the stones. When he pressed the central point, the slab creaked and shifted aside. Beneath it, an iron chest, locked with a rusty padlock. He broke it with his knife. Inside lay a tattered map of the mines marked in red ink and a small scroll. On the scroll, words in Latin, but between the lines, a hidden message in necrolingua. The blood of the she-wolf's son will open the seal. But it will pay the price. He closed his eyes. The potion still coursed through his blood, the world swayed, and he saw not the cemetery, but Tyburn Square in 1330. The crowd roared, the gallows creaked in the wind. Roger Mortimer stood on the platform, noose around his neck, eyes blazing. Edward III, quite young, watched from above, face stony. Nicholas, no, John Mortimer, stood in the crowd, hidden under a monk's hood. His father noticed him. Their gazes met for a moment. Mortimer smiled, bitterly, wearily, and whispered, though the words could not carry, "You must avenge, son. For both of us." The vision burst. Nicholas opened his eyes, hand trembling. He knew Edward III had never truly hunted the bastard. He knew of him, through spies, through whispers, but chose to forget. The cursed blood was too dangerous to acknowledge, or too useful to destroy. Chaos erupted in the town. Monsters, those the demon had twisted from humans, crawled from mines and forests. One attacked a shepherd on the outskirts, another tore a horse apart on the main road. Nicholas hunted them like beasts, set traps, poisoned with bait, fired his crossbow. Each knife strike was precise, each shot cold. But inside, something new grew, not rage, but weariness. How many times had he killed to save others' lives? And for what? At night he met Avellini in the abandoned chapel. She came pale, trembling. They embraced silently, then she spoke. "I love you, Nicholas." From that first meeting in the square. "But I'm afraid he uses me. My dreams are his voice. He says my blood is needed to open the door. And if you stay, you'll die because of me." He kissed her fiercely, as if he could hold the moment forever. "Then we'll leave together. After I finish this." But in the morning they found her in the river. The body floated face down, dress soaked, hair splayed across the water. Mayor Harrow stood on the bank, eyes red, voice shaking. She fell, accidentally, at night. Nicholas believed not a word. He pulled the body out, carried it to the cabin. There he prepared the Margaretendriot ritual, the most dangerous one he knew from Thorn. He drew a circle with his own blood, laid Avellini's body in the center, lit black candles, and drank a double dose of the potion. The world shattered. He was in the same shadow labyrinth, but now everything was different. The walls pulsed like a living heart. Avellini's soul appeared, bright, almost transparent, but veined with black cracks like fractured glass. "Nicholas, he took me. I resisted, but, the mayor, he pushed me. The demon commanded him. Forgive me." She reached out. Nicholas seized her hand, and felt demonic power sink into him like red-hot hooks. The pain was unbearable, stigmata on his hands blazed, blood flowed in streams. He screamed but did not let go. "I'll pull you out. I promise." But Avellini's soul began to fade, the black veins spreading. "No, go, your blood, he wants yours." The ritual broke. Nicholas awoke on the cabin floor, Avellini lying still. She did not return. He was alone, with an emptiness inside worse than any wound. He went to the monastery on the hill above Grimvale. The abbot, an old, grey man with kind eyes, let him in. "You seek answers, my son. But some answers kill." The monks helped, brought ancient scrolls, showed a secret passage in the cellar. But Nicholas noticed, one young monk kept averting his gaze, another nervously fingered his rosary. Suspicion grew, but there was no proof. In the evening Fabius found him in the monastery garden. The monk threw back his hood, sharp face, eyes burning with fanaticism. "I am not your enemy. The church has known of the demon for centuries. We kept it chained to use its power. But the seal weakens. We want to free it, not for evil, but for good. To give us a weapon against heretics, against kings. Your blood is the final piece. Give it willingly. Become part of the great plan." Nicholas laughed, short, bitter. "I've seen what your church does with great plans." "No." Fabius left, leaving a threat hanging in the air. At sunset, Mayor Harrow appeared on the cliff edge above the river. He stood alone, wind whipping his cloak. Nicholas climbed after him, but it was too late. Harrow turned, eyes empty, lips moving without sound. Then he stepped forward and jumped. The body struck the rocks below with a wet crunch. Nicholas descended, turned the corpse over. On Harrow's neck, marks of black fingers, like burns. In Nicholas's head a voice rang out, loud, triumphant. "You're next." He looked up. No one on the cliff, but the whisper did not fade. The demon no longer hid. It waited.